What's going on? Ellis in the building, and I represent Sensory Overload. And today I got 3 fragrances for you from the House of Dua. Alright? 2 of them is hybrids, one of them is an inspired fragrance. Alright? My shirt, shout out to Wesley College, man. It's gone now. The building's still there, but got bought by Dell State. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But Wesley College, when I was there, me and my homeboys, we had a great time. It was known as Room 6. It was 4 of us in the dorm, but the squad was bigger than that. And wherever you saw one, you at least saw another. You feel me? But there was a time when we used to go to the cafeteria, and this is when we was wearing oils. So we wasn't really wearing colognes, the oils that you could get at like the farmer's market or, at the gas station, something like that. Throw that on the white tee and do a competition. Who gets the most compliments or who gets the most hugs? And honestly, my homeboy was winning like 85% of them. I was not that dude. I had some good smelling fragrances, but them oils that he was making his own concoction, and he smelled good. Or getting more hugs. I was like, all right, you got that. But I never forget us just having fun with that, and this fragrances being something that we bonded over, but something that also was a mechanism to attract attention in a nice way. You know what I'm saying? From the ladies, it was dope. So with the 3 fragrances I got, if we was back in those times, I think, matter of fact, I know that I would have been winning that one. All right. So the first one we're going to dive into is going to be inspired by Bleu de Chanel Elixir. Okay. This right here is going to be called Bleu de Dua, the exclusive. All right. Bleu de Dua, the exclusive. This is a woody aromatic fragrance. You're going to have some sandalwood, cistus labdanum, ambery woods, and some leather in here, okay? Now, with this particular fragrance, I was like, yo, what's cistus labdanum? Cistus labdanum is going to be something that provides depth to the fragrance, all right? It's known to be resinous, have a bit of a sweetness, a bit of an ambery nuance, a bit balsamic, a bit earthy. It's like these notes that just makes it a little more of a deeper fragrance, all right? So we're going to see what's here for Bleu de Chanel. The lineup is epic. All right, it's just classic. Right? I got the Eau de Parfum in my collection. You know what I'm saying? So, that was a good blast. It smells still bright. It smells a bit darker than the regular. It's bright still. Very handsome. You can smell that it's a flanker off the Bleu de Chanel lineup. It does not veer far apart. Like it has the signature. This is something signature. It's a bit woody, a bit ambery. And this one is something that could really be like a Swiss Army knife. Very handsome, very mass appealing. A safe move off of Bleu de Chanel. Like the note breakdown seemed like it was gonna be a bit more darker than what I'm smelling. This is still kind of bright. You know what I mean? At least in the air. So the leather isn't like out here being rambunctious and just loud. The sandalwood smooths it out, and that cistus labdanum is doing its job. The ambery notes, those woods, good fragrance. Office safe. This is a good office fragrance. You know what I'm saying? This is you can wear this date night easily. You can really just wear this all occasions. Mass appealing, beautiful designer brand. The OG is $275. I don't think this is a $275 fragrance. I got this for, the dupe for the low ski. But even then, the regular Bleu de Chanel fragrances for a fraction that I think will still get the job done without paying that higher premium, unless that's what you do. Me, I'm going to get it for the low, you know what I mean? But it was worth the wait. Good fragrance, all right? So inspired by Bleu de Chanel exclusive. What I got for you is Bleu de Dua, the exclusive. Now we're about to get into these hybrids. On to the next. Number 2. So number 2 is going to be inspired by Giorgio Armani Acqua Elixir and Dior Sauvage Forte. Okay? So now, personally, Sauvage EDT, that's my speed. And the OG Acqua That's my vibe. Like that's like those two right there, perfect fragrances to me. Now, with the flankers, they got a nice little hybrid going on. We're gonna see what's in for. This right here is supposed to be that ultimate panty dropping fragrance. All right, peep the notes and tell me if you can pinpoint what all these notes mean. Peep game. This right here though is gonna be called Acqua de Savage Elixir. Okay, so before I get to the notes, Acqua de Savage Elixir. Check this out, man. So it's got sparkling bergamot, green mandarin, grapefruit zest, crushed pepper, burst of solar citrus infused with alpha musk molecules. Okay. Aromatic lavender, cardamom absolute, clary sage. You have geranium blended with amberwood and pheromone charged citrus musk accord. Lab engineered alpha musk fusion, vetiver, tonka bean, patchouli, clean amber, and sensual woods. Man, okay. I don't know what all those notes mean, but I do know this. I'm sold off the note breakdown. So this one's gonna be a clean, woody fragrance. Nice, modern, masculine fragrance, all right? Has a little bit of depth to it. So it's not bright like the OG Acqua di Gio. It's a little bit more darker. And the Dior Sauvage ain't hitting like the OG EDT or the Toilette version. It's not gonna give you that brightness that you may be accustomed to. That's part of like the appeal to the fragrance, in my opinion. That's what I like, you know what I mean? So I go to front. When I saw Masson posted the picture, I didn't realize it was the All Forte version of Sauvage. I saw a Sauvage bottle and I was already sold. You feel me? Regardless, this doesn't smell bad. All right. Now with all that alpha musk and stuff that he was discussing, I guess, you know what I mean? I guess so, bro. You know? But as far as a marketing tool, kudos. Kudos. You did it, brother. Bright. It smells different. A little more fresher on skin than it did in air. And the air was heavy on that herbal green aspect. But this one right here, smell a bit more of that Giorgio Armani than I do the Dior Sauvage. Regardless, universal, office friendly for sure. Date night, I mean, it was made for that, you feel me? Clubbing, all right? Easy gym wear, you know what I'm saying? Because of that freshness to it. Wear it to school, things of that nature. Errands, like, it's just a good Swiss Army knife. It's another one in your arsenal, all right? So the first one I mentioned, Swiss Army knife. The second one right here, Swiss Army knife. Can't go wrong with them. If you're not the type of person that needs a big collection, you just need a couple pieces, this is a solid one to have in the collection, all right? Like I said, the notes may hype this up a bit, but I still got to get, wear it, go outside and see what it do. But I like it. If you like freshies, you'll definitely enjoy this. So inspired by Giorgio Armani, Acqua di Gio, Elixir, and Dior Sauvage Eau Forte, what I have for you is Acqua de Savage Elixir. On to the next. Last but not least, I have a good hybrid here, or at least I think it's going to be a good one because it is composed of two fragrances that has some hype, that sound like they may just complement each other well and maybe a good summer banger, all right? The two fragrances is going to be Louis Vuitton Pacific Chill, all right? And then you're going to have Summer Hammer by Lorenzo Bazzaglia. Now, Summer Hammer is a nice, fruity fragrance that has tropical notes like mango, like coconut, all right? Pineapple, has some white rum in there, some marine accords. So this fragrance right here is definitely geared towards that warmer season. And then with Pacific Chill, that's where you get that good apricot and carrot seed. It's just unique, vibrant, and fresh, and just perfect in my opinion, okay? So this fragrance I have right here is going to be called Chillin' at Pacific with Exotic Hammer. Chillin' at Pacific with Exotic Hammer. Citron, orange, lemon, mint, blackcurrant, coriander, or apricot, basil, carrot seeds, May rose, dates, fig, ambrette, mango, pineapple. We have some coconut, white rum, bergamot, coconut milk, white flowers, marine notes, musk, sandalwood, amber, and vetiver. So, exotic camera is a really good unisex fragrance that, in my opinion, leans a bit more feminine. Sprayed on me. My lady complimented me. She sprayed on her. It smelled way better. And she gets compliments. I gave her the bottle, but she gets compliments every time she wears this. And if this fragrance right here tends to lean a bit more feminine, then maybe you got another one on your way. So we're going to see what this one is sitting for, all right? Very fruity. All right, so this is going to be deemed a fruity, amber, woody, a fruity, amber, aromatic fragrance. Sweet, fruity. I smell a good amount of that exotic camera. You smell a lot of those tropical notes. It smells like vacation in the bottle. It smells unisex. It does not lean masculine, but easily could be worn by a female, but a man can still pull this off if that makes sense. This one I may give to my lady. I'm gonna wear it, you know what I mean? Let it macerate, give my few spins. Honestly, I may just hold on to it because since it's geared towards warmer weather, it's gonna evolve, and then my mind shifts. You know, right now it's more of that resinous, darker, fragrances type season and type vibe. This right here is gonna be good for that boardwalk date, all right? You out with your shorty, walking the boardwalk, catching the breeze. This is gonna really leave a nice central, nice sillage, just a nice bubble of just good vibes and good energy. This is an uplifted fragrance as well. For some of us that's in the East Coast, it's getting cold. The winds is getting stronger. It's getting dark early. Like summer is gone. You feel me? And I'm the type of person that dismisses that warm weather. I dismiss walking outside. Don't need a hoodie. Don't need a jacket. Like I love the simplicity in that, and I love the longer days. You feel me? This right here would definitely uplift your mood. As far as wearing it, easily you can rock this in the office. All right, it's inoffensive. Like I said, just for a guy, you're comfortable wearing something that has a bit of a fruity scent fragrance. I like a fruity type fragrance, all right? Because if that's not the thing, you're gonna feel comfortable while experiencing this fragrance. Ladies could definitely pull this one off easily. No ifs, ands, or buts, so I'm gonna keep it real. Running errands, could wear it to the gym. You know what I mean? Now I said dates, springtime date vibes and summer date vibes, not wintertime. Wintertime, you're better off going with the Acqua. We go better off going with this, the Acqua, the Savage Elixir, because that's more intentional and geared towards that situation. Where this right here is just a good time. This is a good daytime wear, a good just I'm out and about to enjoy the day, enjoy the beautiful weather. That's what this fragrance is. All right, vacation in a bottle, and a solid hybrid. So, inspired by Summer Hammer from Lorenzo Pizzaglia and Pacific Chill by Louis Vuitton, this is Chillin' at Pacific with Exotic Camera. I just gave y'all 3 fragrances, all right? Honestly, my favorite one is the Chanel one. That one is super handsome. I can see it just getting spins, all right? Like, it's going to be perfect for the office vibe. And since that's like my 9 to 5 and being dressed up in that, khakis or slacks or chinos, whatever you want to call it, with the button down and the sweater, that right there complements just the outfit and just complements the situation I'm in. My 9 to 5 in the office environment, that's going to be good. And then just dipping out and going to happy hour, can't go wrong with that. Now, with this one, Acqua the Savage Elixir, I got to put this on. I got to see how it's hitting. I got to see how it's going to do on date night, okay? As far as on my hand, still fresh, masculine. I don't know if I smell those wacky notes, but fresh, masculine, definitely going to be an easy wear. I can see it's doing well during a date night environment and probably serving the purpose that was tended for, okay? I don't know about the pheromones and stuff. I got to play around and see how that plays out. Last but not least, though, that Chillin' at Pacific with Exotic Camera. Get this now. Let it macerate for when that warmer weather comes around. This will be good to go. This will be good to go. Be developed. Some of those notes will be more pronounced. It'll be smooth. I mean, it's smooth already, but it just will smooth out, okay? So, that's that. I appreciate y'all watching. Hey, bundle up, by the way, too, because it's getting cold out this mug, all right? So until next time, make sure you smell your best. You stay blessed, all right? Peace.